morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my fellow chingus. Welcome to the 15th episode of Chimaek Hangout, where we discover and discuss our fresh K-pop goodness from musics to foods. Like usual, this show is recorded on the 12th of August 2020. You're with me, Zaito, and today we are going to try to shoot down this summer fever we are feeling right now. Hopefully so. And without further ado, like usual, I would like to remind you, do check out Chimaek Hangout on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and possible your other favorite podcast platform as well. Not to forget YouTube too. Just subscribe and like this video you're listening to right now. Alright, so without further ado, let's move on into our topic for today. We're gonna start with Sizzling Versus, where we have I-DLE, Dumdi, followed by Cherry Bullets, Aloha, and lastly we have JYP with a duet with Sunmi on When We Disco. So these are all the songs that we'll be discussing and wondering what it is all about for Sizzling Versus. And moving on, we will have our main dish topic, which is my first experience of online concert, which is Twice World in a Day. So I am wondering myself, what do I think about it? Do stay tuned on part 2 for that. I'll let you know, and I gotta unleash my fanboy during those times. So if you want to see me go crazy, or you never see me go crazy before, you feel like want to know how I do it, do stay tuned for it. With that, we're gonna move into our first song. So our first song for today is I-DLE, Dumdi. But before that, I'll just give you guys a little bit of intro to this girl group. It is debuted on 2018 under Kpop Entertainment with their previous song Oh My God with 4 music wins, which is very well done. And not to forget, during the year 2019 for award show, they actually won Rookie of the Year and New Artist of the Year. A few of the awards they have already won during 2019. And if we move on to their first summer song, Dumdi, well, I can say it's very impressive if you look through the articles by now. They have already topped the iTunes Top Song chart in 41 regions. Wow, that is really high. Come. And without to say others, I'll just give you guys maybe a few places that's close to Korea, maybe Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, Taiwan, to name a few. There are others more than that since there are 41. And if you guys want to know other places, maybe you guys can Google to see whether your country is included or not. So with that, let's move on into this music. First of all, I'd just like to say my own opinion regarding to this song. This song itself, it does have the feeling a little bit like, how should I say? In the beginning, I have the vibes of the horns from Blackpink's As If It's Your Last. The beginning has that kind of vibe for me. I'm not so sure why, but overall, the song itself have that kind of vibe. And if we need to move on into lyrics and music itself, I would like to say that the music, well, it is a little bit of different from their other songs, while retaining some of those other quirks, which may get quite irritating or annoying for some people. However, this is their first summer song. I can tell you the first part of the song is very good. I love it so much. The opening is just so optimistic. It sounds so nice. The melody sounds so good. But the second part of the song is just overall very messy. It's just repeating of pre-chorus as well as full of just standard EDM that I don't really understand what the heck it is about anymore. The first part is full of so many things, but the second part is just, I'll say, a work of hell. It's so messy that I can't really say it is a good song in a way. Among all that I discussed, I have a very high hope for today for this song actually. However, after listening to it a few times with the other songs, I would say only the first part I like a lot, and it is one of the reasons why I keep listening to it also. But to be honest with you, as an overall song, it is a very catchy song. It does make me feel like I'm going for a party, enjoying summer. It does give those vibes out. Those vibes, you still feel it. Other than that, I can't say much. But overall, it does have a much more funky groove compared to Oh My God, which does keep my attention, my personal attention to the song, especially with the drums and the whistles. Those are the only parts that I can remember the most, and the repeating part of the Dumdi. Those parts are the only thing that I'm remembering about this song. Other than that, I do not know what to say. Maybe possible I can say that the reawakening of a party spirit, or it can be the symbolized as a drive for people who may have fallen into a slump, because that is pretty much how the lyrics is showing me, other than enjoying summer party like no tomorrow. So if I need to give you guys example, heads up, I'm reading English translation, or should I say sub of the music videos that you can see. So in the beginning, everything is talking about scorching sun, personally feeling dizzy, want to dance like I'm swimming. Those are some of the lyrics that representing summer party like no tomorrow. Pretty much an unforgetful burning night. That's pretty much how it shows. But what actually grabs my attention, and I'm willing to say that reawakening of a summer party spirit, or basically symbolized as a drive for people who may have fallen into a slump, is pretty much the part where they actually mention the wind is blowing gently and the waves are lapping, just like those dancers. Please shake my heart. Sing to me the song of this summer. It can symbolize as a person who finds joy again in life, or someone who actually find a drive to do something after they fall into a slump, or they fall into somewhere, I can say something like a desperate mentality. Yeah. So the song is very simple. I love the lyrics actually. It's just that they repeat the Dumdi is just too much. I hope that songs have much more lyrics. Although you repeat, I don't really like songs that repeat Dumdi. It is catchy, I'll be honest, but it can get annoying when you listen it too much. Right? So for those of you who love this song, I respect you and hope you enjoy it. But for me, I will just listen it from time to time for now. And how I'm going to rank this, well, we will see at the end. Possible not number one then. Possible. Or maybe even number one. We'll see with other songs what I have to say about that. But moving on to the MV, pretty much the MV is what keeps this whole thing alive. The song and the MV fits pretty well, although the song is quite repeating on lots of parts. But the MV with the cowboy, hipster and retro theme, and pretty much in the beginning it starts with 6 wandering souls, or should I say girls, who stumble upon a motel out of nowhere. And along the songs, it shows a few types of party styles to happen during summer, like pool party, campfire party, DJ house party, bubble bath party, to name a few I guess. those are included in the MV. This song is all about party, to be honest, with some hidden meaning from the lyrics. However, the editing part with the campfire dance can be seen as almost meaningless. Which one I'm talking about? It is the last part that is they are dancing around the campfire. I do not know what it means. One thing that I can think of right now is it can be shown as the last party to celebrate like tomorrow. Like how I mentioned, they basically are gathering together. They don't know who they are in the MV, and they're partying like they know each other for a long time. So before they are leaving, they're giving their all of their energy into one last party dance. That's all I can say. Overall, the song is good. The MV is mediocre, although the quality and the edits are very, very good, but the overall story is just very mediocre. The lyrics, I hope for more, so I would say it's just above average. That's overall how I rate it. So whether I will listen it or not, we'll see at the end how. Moving on to the second part is Cherry Bullet. Cherry Bullet is a group that's quite new, which debuted on 2019 under FNC Entertainment, with their previous song Hands Up debuted on number 11 on Billboard Digital Song Chart. Well, having a song debut on Billboard is quite impressive, especially for a group that just debuted not long ago. And when you hear the song of their new comeback, do not expect it to be something like Lilo and Stitch original soundtrack, which is sang by, if I'm not mistaken, is Tia Karare. Sorry if I butchered the name, but that's how I read the name currently. Yikes! So the song itself is very, very different from that. It's not Aloha, Aloha. It's not like that. It's very, very cheerful, girlish song. And to be honest with you, it's so cheerful, energetic song, but I can't really see it fitting into the lyrics at all. The lyrics itself, it shows something like a wish of a girl. Since this is a girl group, so I'll just put it that way, to meet up with their girlfriends during summer, to have fun, to put it in simple. A wish for it to happen under the starlight like a miracle on a midsummer night. I can describe it as simple as that when I look into the lyrics. But if I really need to say about the songs itself, it does give something like cheerleader energy, and overall it's just a cheerleader energy with meaningless and a babbling stream of song, and nothing much in there. Nothing much in the songs that I can actually push out other than the lyrics. Well, to put in simple summary, as how I said, it is a wish of a girl to celebrate a party, to enjoy fun with their girlfriends, to make more memories during summer. Something like that. Because the song itself, it sounds pretty cheap. It sounds pretty cheap that focus more on the today's trend, where it's targeting or as a summer song for everyone in the present day with the present trend to listen to. So if I really need to say how I wish this song has a slower tempo to it, a slower kind of music to it, maybe something, if I need to give a description, it does not need to be very, very similar, or I can say it's much more impactful if they can make it like something like IZ*ONE's Fiesta. that will work with the lyrics. The lyrics itself is quite nice because other than saying a girl who wish to have fun with their girlfriends, it can also be convert. The song actually can be convert, basically having fun with your crush, having fun with your boyfriend, or basically a long distance relationship where summer is the only time they can meet. A couple with a long distance relationship will meet up for a short memory. That is pretty much how it can be changed. The lyrics can remain the same, but it can be very, very different with how the song tone is. But since it's so cheerful, I'll say it is girl and their girlfriends. That's all. It's so simple as that I can even say that the MV is so generic. There's no impact. The audience can be the fan and non-fan, they can enjoy to it, but it's just so mediocre. The only interesting about the MV is I can say it involved with TikTok challenge. 1 or 2 if I can see that is. Some part I would say it doesn't even make sense at all. Like the wardrobe scene in there. What's that about? It doesn't fit for summer at all. It sounds really I do not know how to say it. It sounds really not suitable at all. The song is really cheap. The MV make it much more cheap because it doesn't really have any meaning to it. In a way, I would say it is something like a sing talking style. Why I can say this is because they are trying to tell a story with a song, but most of the time it is separate into 2 things: singing and talking. The talking is from the MV, the singing is from the song and the lyrics. It doesn't fit. You know, like how 2 Lego pieces that doesn't fit? Yeah, that kind of hell thing. So pretty much, I would say now, this song among these 3 is the worst. It may be attracted to fans, it may be attractful for those younger generations or maybe girls, younger girls, ladies, teens, whatever ladies, girl you want to call yourself. This song is just pretty much for you to enjoy. Something girlish, something fun. And I know this is not for all, but I'll say for majority. Alright? So with that, these 2 songs, this is the worst. As overall, it's really bad. I can't say more regarding to this because it's so bad that if I need to give a rating out of 10, I will pretty much give a 5 because everything is mediocre for this. And for I-DLE, I can give it a 7 or 8 as well. Because that song, although it's repeating, but the background music is so attracting. The background music, the song tone, it attracts me, it keeps me attention. But this song, I'd rather listen to Lilo and Stitch original soundtrack. That's much more better. At least I can relax with that song. With this, I'm very sorry to dish it this much, but it's bad. I do not know what to say. I want to like it, but I feel like it's very mediocre. And I want to hate it. I can't hate it because it is in the normal range. Songs that I hate are those with heavy, massive EDM, or either songs that doesn't have any meaning or meaningless, or the vocals are very bad. Those I will call bad. This, it is bad in a way that why isn't it performed better? I'll just say this. The girls are performing very well. They're doing their best. But the song selection and the MV pulls everything down. The effort that they pull in has been cut in half due to the other things. So overall, I'll say that much. I'm very sorry to the fans who are listening, who are a Cherry Bullets fan. I'm very sorry. But it's just that bad for me. You may not agree with me. Yeah, I won't say more. Anyway, I'll stop here For these two songs, we will be coming back with part 2 with JYP. With that, let's get to our short break and see you in part 2. Let's go!
Hello guys, like what you're listening to? Please do follow us on our Facebook, Twitter and Instagram page. Links are in the description, and let's move on to part 2.
Welcome back to Chimaek Hangout episode 15 part 2. And we're back here with our next and last Sizzling Versus solo artist, which is JYP, who debuted on 1994, also known as JY Park and the Asian Soul, other than JYP that is. He's also known as the person who started JYP Entertainment starting from 1997, becoming the founder and co-CEO of the entertainment company. No more need to introduce about this person as a person who actually known as a retro influence who works his way into K-pop with the help of his own songs as well as all the groups that have debuted under the company. He's known as the APA, he's known as the Chingu of multiple groups that you have already known, used to known, and always known. I can name a few: Miss A, 2PM, 2AM, Twice, GOT7, Stray Kids, Day6, and many more. I'll just name a few that I can remember that is currently. And without further ado, let's get into this retro influence new K-pop song, When We Disco. This song itself, it's so fun, to be honest with you. It's so fun. The reason to that is because the industry is filled with so moody, badass concept that is gone so underrated that this song itself is pretty much not taking it so seriously and giving it a fun way to say it. Disco! D-I-S-C-O. Well, if I need to start with this, I would say the MV will be a better way to start with this. The MV itself, if you finish the MV already, then you know about this. It was inspired by two of JYP's favorite movies, Saturday Night Fever and Pulp Fiction. These two. The MV is a combination of the 70s and 90s with today's trend. On some parts, I would say, in the beginning of the MV, you can see that there's a vibe, the feel of Romeo and Juliet. I won't deny this, even Twice said this on their reaction video that was released pretty much yesterday. So when you listen to this, it is released on Tuesday, since this is recorded on Wednesday, that is. And other than that, it's followed by a love story which happened on the disco floor. They are separated due to the, if I need to say this, it will be Sunmi's mafia father who do not allow this relationship. But after 10 years, they meet again. But before that, just to remind you, the outfit that Sunmi wears looks very familiar. If I remember correctly, Chewie from Twice actually wore that dress or the same fashion outfit at basically one of their stage performance, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the outfit that I'm talking about is on the second part of the MV. It means after 10 years, they meet again. So going back into the story of the MV, they meet again, they try to dance, and the so-called mafia father tries to separate them once more. But Sunmi have the courage, girl power baby, girl power, to chase after love, although it was blocked by the father again, that is. But one thing I'd like to say, I'm very curious on who this father character is in the MV. So I did my digging, I did my research, and guess what? His name is Ko Jung-hyuk, also known as DJ Ko. He is one of the producer of the song Pick Me for Produce 101. Surprise! I'm surprised. So, well, we get to see one of the faces now. As overall, a retro-filled MV which somehow fits into this trend due to this industry is filled with so many moody badass concepts. And I will say, among all three songs that have already shown today, When We Disco, the dance by JYP is a TikTok worthy challenge. If anyone who did it already, well done. The hand wave, I only can go one way. I can't go the other way. To be honest, I tried already. I can't go the other way. If you could go the other way, teach me. I really need someone to teach me. I can't go the other way at all. Ay. I do not know what to say. But if we move on into the music, the song, the lyrics, I would say that the duo makes the perfect match. They generate the silly disco energy, and with the duet with Sunmi was the right choice. It sounds so right. She gave the right vibe with a vocal, with a singing style. It fits so well for this song. Love it so much. I would say that it fits so well with JYP as well. Like I said, in the MV, it is a retro vibe song, but have the mix of today's song trend color. It's not taking it seriously, but there are some parts in there with it. So yeah, pretty much you can see the whole thing is something a bit like a parody, the sauce, everything. Well, I will call this a pop song, but it almost not being a pop song actually. It's something much more retro for some reason. Maybe I would say the reason why this doesn't really feel out of place is other than the reason that I just said just now, is because the lyrics itself shown another full story that I guess it fits a lot for today's situation. What I'm referring to is actually long distance relationship, where you can actually see this in the MV, and where you can see this in the lyrics is actually when they actually sing When We Disco. When We Disco is the moment where they represent that they are together, but other than that, they are far away. It can be represented as a sweet memories that they feel like it's magic of the couple where they reminisce and miss those moments while thinking of their significant other who are far away. At the same time, based on lyrics, they are thinking whether their significant other is also thinking of the same thing or not, as those memories are being together is what changed them, make them who they are today. The songs represent all of this, including the MV. Why I say so is because after 10 years, people change. After 10 years, if in a relationship, after 10 years, your habits may be influenced by your other significant other. So with that, you will have a whole new personality, a whole new habit, and possible a whole new type of life. That's as much as I can say for this song, When We Disco. And referring to this song and the other two songs, as I can say, Cherry Bullet, I'm very sorry, you're in the last place. When We Disco, I will seriously put it in the first place. Among these three songs, I will put it in the playlist and I will listen it to whenever I want to have fun or whenever I feel like I want to dance. It has that vibe of cheering you up. And for I-DLE, Dumdi, that song is something I really need to listen to sometimes. I'll put it in the second place because the song itself is very good on the first part. Second part, it may get messy, the EDM may be overwhelming sometimes, but as an overall, it sounds good. It balances up to be a simple term that is. So with that, we have our 1, 2, 3. Not to forget, Twice even make a reaction video for this MV. And talking about Twice, let's move on to our main dish topic. Oh yes, and I'm talking about main dish topic. We're gonna talk about Twice online concert Beyond Live, Twice World in a Day. First of all, I would like to say, take care Jonghyun. Get well. Although I'm seeing you more in V Live chat, I'm seeing you doing V Live, but do take care of yourself. I'm glad you're still participating by singing during the concert. But as an overall, take care of yourself, get well. That's as much as I'll say for now. If you guys do not know what I mean, basically, Jonghyun got injured again. And she need to go on some treatment, rehabilitation to get well once more. So she need a lot of rest, especially for her neck. Due to that, she only participate in the concert by singing only. Yep, that's all a little bit of update for you non-ones out there. I'll put as much as that. And moving into the concert itself, ooh la 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 la. Ooh! Sorry about that. I'm getting goosebumps a little bit. I'm getting goosebumps. Don't laugh! Don't laugh! Keep quiet. Don't laugh. Alright. Hey! Yikes! Hey! Don't laugh. Ay. It's okay to get goosebumps looking at the concert, right? Especially we have red hair Jihyo from since I think the last time she had the hair is from debut. And we even have blue hair Momo. Although she said that the color do come off quite quickly. But blue hair Momo, who expect that? Wow! Oh, my Asian is coming out. Ay. To say the truth, although this is an online concert and you're sitting in front of your TV, in front of your monitor watching it, it does feel a little bit overwhelming on some parts. Especially, it is showing a real world in a day type of concept in the background screen. It changed from countries to countries, showing their capitals, what is much more attractive. It's more on a 3D graphic drawings on some of it, some are 2Ds. Not to mention the Beyond Live stage looks so real with those CGI, with those hologram. It looks so good. The live effects even make it feel like I'm watching a music video. Wow! If you guys have a chance, and if you guys are fan of other groups, as of now, well, I would say since Beyond Live is a collaboration, a co-own between SM and JYP, so any groups that you actually are a fan of between these two companies, do look out. They may have a Beyond Live concert soon. As of now, we have Super Junior, now we have Twice. If I'm not mistaken, next we have Super Junior KRY, if I remember correctly. So these are a few of it, or maybe it's past already. I can't remember correctly. I think it's soon. So with that, do look forward. Have a chance, just buy the ticket or buy the entrance. Just pay for it. If no, well, you know what to do. I'll just put the statement or the term illegal. I'm going to jail. Pretty much you know what I mean then, right? Alright, if possible, put jokes aside. Do support your idols. Put jokes aside, support your idols as fans by paying a little bit of money for the concerts, because they are putting in effort to perform, to show you something new. So why not you just pay for it? You can't afford it, yes, that's a different story, but most of us are able to afford it. Why I say so? Because the price of this is pretty much less than half of the normal price of a concert ticket. And you still get almost the full time of a concert. And not to forget, you get something extra as well. For this concert, we are getting some special photos which will be given to us by end of this month. And I'll talk about that at a later podcast to tell you guys what I get that is. Maybe I'll do a video on it. I have no idea yet. Maybe I'll do a video on it just to show you guys. So I'll see how I'm going to do that. But for this concert itself, my experience overwhelming, to put it simple. Why I say so? Because they just shake my memories up with the beginning of the stuck in my head rock version. That is the beginning or the intro opening for Twice. That song was the opening. And next they follow up with Touchdown rock version. What? And lastly, I'm Dead. I'm Dead by the third song. They have fancy rock version. The dance break from Momo, it kills me. The blue hair, the lighting, my heart just go pumping. I thought I went to afterlife for a few seconds, fainted, come back again, and faint once more, and come back again. I don't know how many cycles I went through that. Moving into the next part is one of the highlight of Twice. Although it is different in few parts of the dance, but I'll say you still get what it is like during Twice. The concert for Heart Shaker, where they turn from acoustic to the red dress version. The transition for this performance with those CGI and the hologram light is so good. The way of performance is so well done as well. The stage looks a bit smaller than normal, but it looks so good. The red is killing me, especially when I see Nayeon. Sorry, I'm cringing so much. You can hear from my vocals is running away a bit, sorry. If you guys have a chance, you guys can look out. There may be some of the recorded on YouTube. I'm not so sure whether it's taken out or not. But you have a chance, I'll say once more. Watch the group that you like. Maybe they'll have a Beyond Live concert soon. But moving to the next performance that catch my attention will be the 3 performance that is performed first time of all. That is Love Foolish, Shadow, and Firework. Love Foolish, I know it is between 2 parties. One have no idea what's the hype about. Another part love it so much. And I'll say, I'm actually on the group where I have no idea what's the hype about. But seeing the live performance with those dance, especially Dahyun in the middle, someone may be killed. Someone may be killed. Call police. Call police. I go. Seriously, that dance is just too much in some ways. Too much. And for Shadow and Firework, I just love it so much. The song sounds so good. The dance fit it so well. I won't say more to those songs. So to any of you guys who haven't seen before the performance or haven't heard the song before, give it a chance. See whether you like it or not. If we need to follow with other songs that actually attract more attentions, I would say it's TT, since TT, it's been a while since I hear TT and saw TT. And we have another one is What Is Love with a successful fan chant. Where's this fan chant come from? It's from the Screaming Zombie, who are from the live video chat. All the live videos ones. A lot of people who are actually doing a video cam, a live video cam while watching it on another screen that is. So yeah, why I call it Screaming Zombies, I will talk about that in a little bit more. But moving on, the highlight of this whole concert will be Yes Oh Yes. They freaking use CGI to duplicate themselves into two twice. We have 9 members and 9 members. I want to scream so much. It's one of the highlight of this concert. And to you guys for understanding, CGI means computer generated imagery. Imagine they are just taking some pre-recorded performance, putting it on one side with another side with the real performance, so you have two sides performing at once. It looks so real, to be honest. That's why I say Beyond Live is a must. Lastly, if I need to talk about more, I will say more and more. The landscape of the hologram impressed me so much. And if you need to put it at the last part, 2129, I love the beginning of the song so much. This is for you, you're my dream. Oh, that touched my heart every single time I listen to this song. If I need to recommend a song from this podcast to you guys, I'll say Twice 2129. It is a fan song, but it's a song that you can listen to and understand it every single word. It even reminds you of your own fandom, of your own girl group or boy group, if they sing this song as well. And one or other song, it'll be Turn It Up. Turn It Up somehow, to be honest, I do not know whether you guys think this or not, but I think that Dahyun voice suits so well in this song, Turn It Up. During the performance for Turn It Up, there are 2 happy accidents for Jonghyun during the performance. If you have already seen it, well done. Let me give you applause. If you haven't seen it, well, yeah, just search for it and rewatch it. You will see the happy accident that's happening. I think both of it is, let me just think one. Yeah, one, she almost forgot to pick up her mic to sing. Another one, she pretty much missed it. All of it. Because it is a concert performance, so the background music may have a subtle singing for some of the parts, so you still will be hearing the song going on with their vocals, which is pre-recorded, but they do sing to enhance it to sound real. Those parts almost missed already. As overall, the concert is good. I love it so much. But I may say I'm greedy, but I hope for another 30 more minutes before their surprise live actually. The concert itself is about 2 hours. I was hoping for 30 more minutes. But I can say more. Where in a real concert it is 3 hours, where it's included with break, games. So it's quite similar. If we add those up, the 2 hours with everything else, you still get the 3 hours. So I can say more, but I still hope for the extra 30 minutes to be honest. And then with their short live, we will almost get a 3 hours after that. And moving into the zombie-like screaming, the zombie audience. Why I say so is because every scream sounds like ones are going crazy. They are already because of a long pandemic, they are stuck at home. The scream pretty much is due to static, to be honest, but it sounds so zombie that I just call them the zombie audience now. Lastly, the announcement for more and more English version. Seems like we are going to get a new album and comeback. It is coming soon. Well, this is announced already by JYP Entertainment, but them giving us the hint that it's coming out just excite me so more. I feel like I just need to go. Time to gear up myself for another comeback. If you guys do not know, I do have a fan-made page on Facebook. It is called K-DJ with a Z at the end. This is pretty much a page made for Twice. I do update every single day on most stuff from Twice. So if you guys would like to actually follow me, just add me on there. I will never know who you are because I don't really care about my followers. I just putting the effort to share it out for fun. And maybe it's somewhere you can actually get your latest news from, because I try to update as fast as I can most of the time. So anyway, I'll just like to say once more, get well, Jonghyun. Hope to see you on the next comeback, with you being a healthy self and a cheerful self again. So with that, before I end this podcast, I'd just like to give you guys a hint. For the next group we are going to talk about in our next podcast is a group that's hyped a lot, especially this group actually won their first win during their debut. I'll just say that much as a hint. With that, before I end this show, I'd just like to say once more, be aside, challenge yourself, as everyone have their own timing when it comes to dreams. So stay strong guys, and see you guys on the next podcast. Annyeong!